Hello, hello, guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another video talking about what has been happening all over the league and everything that is happening in the Premier League. But today we focus on one story before we head to prepare our minds and our thoughts on the Champions League. So, it's an LFC news, guys. I'm gonna be doing more of this, focusing on my team, because people feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like maybe I just focus more on other Premier League situations and stuff, and I forget about my club itself. So I'm gonna be covering as much news I can. I'll be covering all the press conference of Klopp, my reaction to them and everything that happens that is Liverpool related. Because the reason why I started this thing is because I am a Liverpool fan. I want our voice to be heard as a Liverpool club. But anyway, the Football Connect, like I always say, it's not a Liverpool brand. It's just run by a Liverpool player, a Liverpool supporter. I'm saying player. I wish I was playing in the game, but anyway, we are going to talk about what has been happening in this news about this Salah hit that we have been dealing with. That you find that a lot of people are saying whatever they want to say about Mohamed Salah, and I, for a fact, I just don't appreciate it. Because why would you hate on a player who's performing so well? I know that at the moment where the penalty was given, we were really in trouble, the Liverpool, like the club at the time. But I think it has gone so much that you have to make it a thing on social media to make a lot of noise about what Mohamed Salah did. You are saying that is faking to get the penalty. I was actually reading something here that came from, is it the former Liverpool player or something, Keane? Yeah, he said that Salah and Kane are cheating with penalty tactics, which is just crazy. Oh, it's actually Murphy who said that. So I don't understand why would you say something like that and you take it to the social media, you make it trend just to make as much noise as you can. Salah, out of all the penalties that were given this week, he was actually the player that I can say he was a little bit fouled than the other players. Like if you've seen the penalty that was given to Kane, that is a question mark to everyone. That in the case you might say there was not a penalty, but you can't say to a point where even the player who fouled Salah said that I kicked Salah, it was my bad, and he actually accepted that he did a fault which led to a penalty that Liverpool was given, and you still go after the player. I don't just get what exactly is happening. Is it that most of the like mainstream media of England don't really like these foreign players who are playing in their country? Because also you take the critics also, they're all over Pogba's head. So it's like it's not about race. We can't say it's about race because Salah of course is white and stuff like that, but it seems like they are after the players who are not England born, or who don't have the passport or whatever that they have of England. Because it doesn't make sense that you go after a player who's who actually was fouled and he went down and he got nothing but a penalty for the foul that he got. It doesn't even make sense. I don't get it, guys. Why is that there's that too much heat that is going all over at the moment that Salah is faking on his penalty tactics and things like that? Because it doesn't make sense. It was a penalty. The ref looked at it under the new rules that the FIFA is setting that you guys are not complaining about. You go after a player rather than talk about the rules that are being set. Each and every season we're getting new rules that are changing and it's affecting us in the football world, and you still go after the player. That doesn't make sense in my case. I don't get it. But I want to hear your thoughts on the case, guys, because like right now, if you go to Twitter, everyone are talking about it. Here Salah that, here Salah what. It doesn't even make sense. You want the player to be fouled and you just stand. How many players have been given a foul after being fouled in the 18 area and they didn't fall down? How many players? How many players? It doesn't even make sense. I don't get it. But you guys, you make it a thing and you go after players just for the fun of it. It doesn't make sense. That's what I don't get. That needs to be less. It has to be less. You can't be going after players. I don't even get it at all. So that's what I wanted to say, guys. as we are looking now to go play against Atlanta. Then after Atlanta, we go to Manchester City. We are going to have a lot of games that are coming, and mentally, the players, they are affected with these small little things that we find ourselves in, where we find the mainstream going after them. So I don't know if it is by any chance that the players are able to deal with the situation, but I believe Klopp and his managerial team, they know how to deal with these situations. They can prepare players to deal with this situation so that they focus on the games that are coming, the games that are at hand, so that they at least get something out of the games that they're playing. But like I'm saying, I'm not happy about all the people who are going after Salah said over that penalty, because the person who fouled him actually said that he did a bad which got Salah the penalty. And I'm saying, I'm not denying this. We were in need of that penalty, if I have to say for a fact. We were in need for that. We were in need of that penalty. If that penalty didn't come, we were not going to score our equalizer. And if that equalizer, maybe West Ham would have gotten something. But anyway, that has to stop. Like I'm saying, that has to stop. You can't be going after players. That has to stop, especially if they're not from England. That doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Bruno Fernandes. Let me talk about somebody who's like in another team. If a player is fouled, like Bruno Fernandes stepped on a player, was given a penalty and he scored. I never heard the media making noise about it like they're doing. Us, only the fans who are outside, we're actually the ones who were complaining that, oh, was not supposed to be a penalty. But to them, it was okay, and they didn't make a lot of noise like what they're saying about Salah. But whenever Salah kick a ball foot wrong, you go after us. And I feel like this is just the head that is coming after all that each and everyone are just making after Liverpool. Because every time, whenever there's a situation, they go after Liverpool. Every time there's a small situation, Liverpool. Everything about Liverpool, we are always attacked. I don't get that. Okay, we won the league, and everyone, they feel like they deserve to win the league, and they want to get it away from us. But that's not the way you get the league out of the team. If you go after the players, or if you go after us, each and every single thing that we do with. Let me rewind back. We were fouled, like Pickford fouled Virgil van Dijk. Nobody said anything about it, unless all of us were talking about it. And some Liverpool journalists and some people who were actually angry to a point that they were saying that Pickford should be fouled. This is the time that Virgil van Dijk will be out, and we know that doesn't make sense, and we cannot say that. In fact, that doesn't just make sense. But every time, whenever Liverpool are given a penalty or are given any decision for them with the ref, they go after us. They just don't want us to win, and I don't get that. I don't care. To hell with you guys. If you are not going, you're gonna be hurt to a point that we get penalties. United have thrived out of penalties. They have thrived out of penalties. How many games they have won this is not even this season, since last season, out of penalties? How many games? You can actually say it for me. They have thrived out of penalties, but you can't be going after a team like us. Why are you hurting our players for just playing football? They are being fouled where you can actually say that there's a clear foul and they get a penalty. You go after them. Callum Wilson. Let's talk about Wilson. He goes in front of a player who wants to clear the ball, gets a penalty. Nobody says anything about him, because guess what? He's English and is playing in his own league, so that clears him out. But now Salah, because he's Egyptian, he's African, and he gets a penalty, and you feel like there is something you are saying that we are cheating our way out of a penalty. Get over yourself. You can't be going after that. That doesn't make sense. That is just crazy. Leave our players. Let them play football the way they should play. You shouldn't be going after us. We are not here for a witch hunt. You can't be going after our heads. That doesn't make sense. Kane also committed the same foul of offend. Kane, it was actually less than Salah. That is a fact. Everyone knows it. But none of them, mainstream medias or any other people on Twitter, have gone after Kane the way you have gone after Salah. I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. And I need that to end. That has to stop. Leave the Liverpool players alone. Let us play football the way we know how, and let us enjoy our time. We talk about no room for racism, no what, and as much as this is not about race, look at it. It's just all these things, you are still attacking the players. You are saying that we should stop this discriminating, but you still go after players, that you have to affect them, that you have to make them the news of the week, the news of the day after them. And if you don't stop that, then you stop wasting our time showing us all these flyers. You're showing us that we should stop, there should be less discrimination, because you are doing that exactly, and that doesn't make sense to us. That has to stop, guys. You can't be going after Salah. Let the player play. You can't be going after the player's mentality, physique, because that can be affected more than any other things. You have been all over Salah said for the past. If he doesn't go score goals, you go after Salah. If he makes maybe a situation where he doesn't pass where he's supposed to pass, you go after Salah. And if he gets a penalty, you go after Salah. Like, if he plays good, and good that he has actually played better than what you were expecting, you go after Salah. Why? That is what I don't get. Why is the hate? Why are you just hating on a player who's trying to feed his family, play for what he loves, the football that he loves, and he just enjoy the game? Why? I don't get that. And that has to stop. British media. That has to stop. Focus on the football and criticize where its critic is deserved. Don't be going after the point that, to a point that you actually have to show your frustration of whatever you're dealing with in your daily lives over a player. That has to stop. That has to stop. I don't know if you're gonna whatever you react on this video or what, but that has to stop. You can't be going after players to the point that you actually disturb them in their focus of what is the games that are coming next. Look at it. We have Atlanta next. After Atlanta, we go Manchester City. Klopp did defend them though. Yes, by the way, I forgot to talk about that. In the preseason game against Atlanta, he was asked about this recent manhunt or this witch hunt that the British media has been all over Salah. He was asked the questions and he did defend the player. He said that, yes, I get it, but you can't be going after that. So, the simulation is a buzzword once again in the Premier League, with the Egyptian star accused of going to ground too early against West Ham. If you think I'm lying, let me show you the thing that I'm reading right now. That's what is happening here. This is the information that I'm reading right now to you guys. That I'm reading here. That's saying that simulation is they're accusing him that he went against you. They accuse him from going to the ground too early, but they agree that he was fouled, right? So if he was fouled, he was supposed to stand. If he goes too late, you'll be like, he went down too late. If he stands, then he just takes it, but you know that has been fouled. You look at it, even the ref in the ground doesn't even look at it. But the player is fouled. The player does hit straight Salah's leg. And for that, that's why the penalty was given. And Mohamed Salah and Harry Kane cheating when making tactical plays for penalty decision, says Danny Murphy. Danny Murphy, a former Liverpool player. I don't even get you, man. Were you even a Liverpool supporter when you were playing? Like, are you even able... let me not say that. Let me just hold myself. With Liverpool and Tottenham forward forcing the hand of the match official. Simulation. The funny part about this one, let me tell you guys. The hurricane issue or the hurricane situation right now, it was just added on few hours later, because remember the first game that was played was the Liverpool game, and they went all over Salah like I have no idea, like they had a witch hunt on him. Now that their own now prodigal son, or the player that they love a lot in the world, Kane, did the same thing. Now they actually have to try by all means to make it look like they're going after both players. But we all know what you did. We all know where you've been going. We all know what Danny Murphy said. We heard it. It is recorded. He was after Salah, and now that they're trying to cover out. They make it look like no, he wasn't going after Salah. He was going after each and every player who went down, and they had to include Kane. That is just totally nonsense, and I don't buy it. I don't take it. Stop going after players. Let players play football like they want. Let them enjoy football, and that's it. If there is a critical moment where you feel like you didn't deserve that, yes, we will take it. But at the moment, guys, you need to stop going after players. That cannot keep happening no more. We can't take it no more. That has to end. Let the players play football the way they're supposed to play. And that's all that I have to say, guys, because I was really irritated with what I'm seeing on Twitter. I'm really irritated with how many people were still going after him, because it's Liverpool, because it's not even in England, like in England nationality or whatever, or he doesn't speak English like some does. You can't be going after players the way you are going, guys. That's not how we do it in football. We are here to enjoy this game. Every one of us here, we watch this game because we love it. So don't try to create the hate when there's no hate. That's all that I'm saying. Stop with the hate. Don't be going after players. If you have your own problems, deal with them in your own way. Don't be going after players. So that's all that I wanted to say, guys. That's all that I had in my mind to say, that please let the players play football the way they used to play. Don't be going after them. We can't take that no more. We can't take it no more. That has to stop. And if I don't say something about it, nobody will. So I hope you will listen to me with what I'm saying. You will listen to my words. Stop with the witch hunt. Stop going after the player. Let the player enjoy football the way he has always been playing it. Salah, we've learned to love him. Yeah, yes, he has his mistakes. We criticize them. We even criticize. I even say them here on this platform whenever he has done something wrong. But you can't be going to a witch hunt to try to disturb a player's focus, because there's not in England international. He's not an England player. That is the same situation that is going to Paul Pogba, guys. That's why I feel like he has not been performing so well, because everyone are just against him. They're just going after him, and sometimes in way or somehow it end up affecting the player more. And when he's affected, he doesn't perform so well, and that becomes a problem. So deal with your situation the way you have to deal with, and stop going after the players. So guys, thank you very much for watching my 16 minutes of rage. Please don't forget to do this. Don't forget to do this favor for us. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and please click that bell icon so that you never miss anything. Like this video, guys. Don't forget to share it on your social media, because we have to say something. If we don't say something, these guys, they'll continue disturbing our players, that they don't focus. I'm talking to the Liverpool players, supporters. We never walk alone. That has been our motto since I don't know, since Liverpool started. So please, we never walk alone. Let's support our player. Let's support our brother when he's in need. When the mainstream is turned against him, we need to be backing him. And for that, I'm saying, please like and subscribe. This is the Football Connect channel, run by a Liverpool fan. And whenever I see my rage and frustration, I will take them out on somebody, and like I just did today. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll meet again around 5:30, where I'll be now covering the story that I've been telling you about. I'll be looking at the Champions League. Liverpool are playing Atlanta today. Real Madrid is playing Inter Milan today. So, and Atletico Madrid is playing against Lokomotiv Moscow. So there are big games today, guys. A lot of big games to look out for. Manchester City is playing against a team. I'm not really sure which team is it, but they're playing against a team. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. We will be back very, very soon, and we'll be there for the watch along. I'm sorry about the watch along yesterday, guys. That had to be disturbed by the rain. You noticed some of us, our roofs are just crazy, like you can see up there. The roof makes a lot of noise whenever it rains. But anyway, things will change as time goes, as we are trying to grow. You'll see that maybe in December, the new place I'll be moving on, it'll be better. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll be back again with another video very, very soon. This has been Sam, and this has been the Football Connect. We sign out. Peace.